Hi, my name is Gloria Smith Cisse. I am a licensed professional counselor, a licensed master social worker. I'm certified in choice theory and reality therapy. I am also a TFCBT certified therapist. I am a counselor, a professional counselor supervisor, a CPCS. I am trained in PCIT, several things, play therapy. I'm a trainer, consultant, and educator. I just want to talk to you a little bit about choice theory and reality therapy and how I relate it to me personally and why I really love using CTRT. So a few years ago, I was in Edinburgh, Scotland, and getting my certification. No, you don't have to go to Edinburgh to get your certification in choice theory and reality therapy, but they gave us the option of going to Edinburgh to get our certification. And I'm like, I don't know that I'll ever do it again. I'm going to go to Edinburgh. And I had the great pleasure of being in the company of choice theorists, reality therapists from around the world. And I watched them and determined that these people are not just teaching choice theory and reality therapy, they're actually practicing it with the people that they encounter on a day-to-day basis. It almost felt as if they were living it, right? So I made in that moment the decision that I was going to come home and teach everybody I knew choice theory and reality therapy. I really like it, but I decided I was going to come home and teach everybody choice theory that I encountered, and that's exactly what I did. Now, the other piece of this story is that I have lived with major depression most of my life. And I can say that from a choice theory, reality therapy perspective, I have been depressing for more than 40 years. So imagine this. I am a person who has been struggling with depression or depressing for more than 40 years. I remember being a child and my mother on at least one occasion left home and called me from a cell phone, payphone, excuse me, not a cell phone. It was definitely a payphone back in the 60s because I wouldn't talk to her at home. I remember her taking me to therapy as a child, something that, now I'm learning wasn't a thing that poor African American families did in the late 60s. It wasn't something that was just customary, but my mother did everything she could think of to not only protect me and help me, but all of my siblings. So she took me to therapy, and I did not talk to that therapist. As an adult, I have been in therapy, and I had a wonderful clinical social worker as my therapist. I credit her and the grace of God with saving my life. But I still was experiencing extreme depression. I got several degrees, social work, mental health counseling, master's degree in social work, and I was still depressed. And so I came back from Edinburgh, which was a wonderful experience, and I'm sitting on my front porch, which I'm always prone to do, and thinking and still being in my muddy, dark place, and thinking that I am tired of being depressed. I am just tired of it. 40 plus years is long enough to be depressed. And I decided I was going to use choice theory and say, I'm going to practice this on me and see what happens. I'm just going to make a plan. That's what they tell us to do. Make a plan that's help the people that we work with. Make a plan that's simple, attainable, measurable, immediate, involved, controlled by the doer, consistent, and committed to. So I made a plan. I committed to my plan, and the next day I got up. Actually, that day I wrote out everything I needed to do for the plan. And the next day I got up and I started working that plan. I did what I normally do, which is when I open my eyes, is thank the Lord for another day and the opportunity to open my eyes. And I got my phone and I started my plan. It was extensive. It was a lot of work. but I worked that plan every day. Every day. I actually got to a place where I forgot I was working a plan. It had become routine. And one day I got up and it just dawned on me that I was no longer in that black, dark, heavy place that I had been for more than 40 years. I believe in the power of choice. I believe that choice theory is important because it empowers people to take control of what they can control, which is their lives. I am no longer depressed. Haven't been depressed for several years. And yes, I get sad, but I am not depressed. And I don't want to say I live to offer this to people, but I really want everybody I can reach to learn choice theory. I want you to take back the power that's yours to control your life. Thank you. And of course, there'll be other videos, so watch our site, www.scctgeorgia.com. Download our app too and follow us on Facebook.